How's it going, Twitch? My name is Skull, and on behalf of East Asia Soft, welcome to today's stream. Today I'm playing a game called Kiki, a vibrant 3D platformer. That's the full name of the game. Vibrant 3D platformer is part of the title. Coming to consoles later this week, so consider this an early preview of the game. As usual, I'm going in completely blind. I know nothing about it. Let's go ahead and hop in and see what kind of a game it is. As a guess, just a wild shot in the dark. A platformer? A 3D platformer, perhaps? Oh, we got a bopper. Oh, that is really, really pink. Okay, sensitivity, sound, music. Yeah. Credits. Who made this game? Okay, that's a... Does this seem a little slow to you guys? 8-bit. Oh, I love it. So this is original music for this game? That's pretty cool. Cable component. Huh. This music is awesome. I love this a lot. Thanks for playing. You're welcome. It was my pleasure. How about we play it now? Ooh, how many levels? Are there only 60? Oh, let's go ahead and start. Holy cow. 3 stars and a trophy. Level 1, trophy earned. Okay, this is cool. I'm the first person to play this game. I am the first person to play this game. You get a trophy for beating the game. Okay. Oh, I am going to bump up the sensitivity for sure. Option sensitivity, bump that up. Like clicks. Oh, wow. I see. What the? Okay, I see. Ooh-wee. Oh! You can fall through that? Why am I struggling with this jump right here? The checkered line is part of the jump. Okay. You can fall in between the boards. Good to know. Well, I may as well go for 100%. Yeah, I think this sensitivity is pretty good. Oh no, there was a, oh man. There was a last jump that I didn't see because I glanced at the chat. Hi, Dimlord. You got your last shiny Cyndaquil, congratulations. So did everyone see the announcement from Sony earlier today? They are releasing a brand new PlayStation console for a total of $700. And it doesn't even come with a disc drive or a stand. If you want the disc drive and the stand, that costs you another $100. So it's an $800 console plus tax. So when all said and done, that's going to cost you something like $900. And what do you get out of it? Well, you'll be able to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth with an extra 3 frames per second. Doesn't that sound like it's worth $1,000? How could they possibly have released Astrobot last week, a Game of the Year contender, one of the best games on the system, only to completely double back and make one of the worst decisions I've ever seen from a game manufacturer, from a console manufacturer? Don't have right to complain, it's 800 euros. Oh yeah, and the euro's even worse than the dollar right now. Like, if I were to go to Europe and buy one, it would literally cost over 1,000. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't have a clue. But I am very proud to say that if a game from East Asia Soft is... What? My jump seems to be... whatever. I need to jump a lot earlier than I think I do. I think that's my problem. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, yeah, and that won't be an issue. I haven't seen a miscalculation this bad probably in my lifetime from any console manufacturer. Oh yeah, people will buy it anyway. They absolutely will. People will complain, but they'll still dish it out, and they'll pay it. And I bet you that's exactly what Sony's counting on. I'm going this way. I haven't gone this way yet. It's just the same but mirrored, isn't it? Probably. That hit me. Okay. I am struggling with these jumps, okay? I need to jump a lot earlier than I think I need to. But yeah, I'm happy to say, I missed that star. I am happy to say that every East Asia Soft game that is on PS5 right now will continue to play just fine on the PlayStation 5 Pro. That's right. You don't have to worry about losing anything. The PlayStation 5 games work just fine on PlayStation 5 Pro. So there is that. That makes the upgrade worth every penny, I think. Man, some of the hitboxes here I have questions about. This is only level 5. You know, if Nintendo had any balls, they would do a random presentation tomorrow that's just a 10-second clip of somebody walking up to the microphone and saying, $2.99. I know they're not gonna, but that would be the best slam dunk ever. At this point, I just want to get to the end. I think what I want to do actually is, instead of trying to 100% each level from the get-go, I think I'll just try and simply beat the levels, and then if I have time later on after I beat the game. That jump button really feels delayed, but it's probably just because... It's probably not the button, it's probably just my hitbox is a lot further ahead of me than I think it is. And if I have time, I'll go back and work on 100%ing the previous levels. You have to jump a lot earlier than you think you do. This music slaps. I really like it. Ah, man. That one jump. This music is awesome. This is the kind of music that I would happily leave my console running like idling for, I can't jump there. What's up with that? I would happily leave my console idle for like 10 minutes just to record the music and then listen to it later. You guys ever do that with your video game systems back in like the 90s and 2000s where you would come across a stage with a really banger soundtrack and you would just put a microphone up to your television and leave it recording and then listen to it back over and over? Boy, finally! And it's not over. Okay. Finally done with stage 5, my goodness. Okay, blocks, you cannot push the blocks. Okay, that's fair, Tim. I don't know, I just love video game music in general. It's like, video game music and movie soundtracks are my favorite genres of music. So, to me, listening to video game music is like really nostalgic and it gets me in the mood to do things like writing and editing and stuff like that. You know, stuff that I need to do for work anyway. Where's the ending? Is that the ending? That's the ending. Okay. No, really? Really? Man. Well, I know what your thoughts are on Final Fantasy as a game series, but can you at least agree with me that Final Fantasy has some pretty good soundtracks even in the modern day? Like, 16 won Soundtrack of the Year last year at the Game Awards, and pretty sure 7 Rebirth is going to do it again this year. 7 Remake won in 2020, and I know plenty of people will be like, oh, that's just because it's the same music from the original. And the original music is awesome, but come on, there's a lot more than that. Okay, let's not get hit by the saw this time. Okay, here we go. These levels are getting hard and we're only in level 6 out of 60. We're only 10% of the way done. Also, this music is a little loud. Do you need for me to turn it down? I can turn it down. Music is loud, wow. Oh no! I didn't realize that was a moving platform. Seriously, do I need to turn down the music? It's a bop, but it's a loud bop. I got impatient and it almost cost me. Stay. Do not make the same mistake twice. No, man. Yeah, this song's a little quieter. I'm going to leave the volume where it is. Some of these jumps feel janky. Like, I feel like I fall as I'm pressing the button and it shouldn't count, but, well, clearly it's consistent enough that it is a me problem. Since there's a timer on each of these stages, I'd love to see if there's perhaps a leaderboard online to see who gets the best times. I could see this being a tremendous speedrun video game. And done. Okay. Level 8. Where in the world? Look at this. It's like something out of Tron. Holy cow. Is this something? Not entirely sure where I'm supposed to go over there. Okay. You know, I could just drop down. I'm gonna have to. I didn't mean to. I tried to make the jump and the jump didn't register, so guess we're just gonna finish. There we go. How's my trophies looking? I'm the first person in the world to do this. I intend to be the first person in the world to get this platinum trophy. Give it to me. Okay, we get a trophy every 2 levels. Every 2 levels, all the way to the end. Simple as that. Yeah, I could see these stages getting more and more elaborate as we go. Might turn into mazes at some point. If you hold down the jump button, he just jumps over and over, she or it or this thing. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, the big beam of light is pointing to the exit. And this is a dead end. All of that just for a star. I mean, at this point, I may as well try and finish up getting all the other stars in the trophy, too, just so I don't have to do all this again. Okay, where's the trophy? Oh, I thought it was too early. There's the trophy. It's on the way to the exit anyway. As long as I don't screw this up, I'm going to get this perfect and I won't have to return. Ah, palms are a little sweaty. Okay, we did level 9 perfect. What in the world? Okay, I guess you just grab it with the triggers. Oh no, really? That's fine. I found it to be suboptimal anyway. Sub 15. Okay. Moving on to chapter 2, levels 11 through 20. Blue tiles. 4 stars and... Did it say 11 trophies? I must have misread. Now, anyway. I disagree with some of these. I do appreciate that it's a different color now. Breaks up the monotony of it. Yeah, I didn't think that through. Oh, the trophy's over here. Okay, I get it. I thought I was holding that key for way too long. Oh, you know what I just realized? You know what this game reminds me of? Jumping Flash. It's a 3D platformer that predates Mario 64. I would call it an underrated hidden gem of the PlayStation 1. It's a super fun game, and this definitely kind of reminds me of it. Not entirely. This is unique, and Jumping Flash is a lot more complex and has some more stuff going on, but the similarity is definitely there. Not a fan of that jump. Oh man, I thought I jumped too early. What in the world? There's 2 keys? I was just coming over here to see what was over here. Nope, there's 2 keys and you need both of them. Okay. And you have to get them in a specific order. Wow. That was super lucky. Submitted on that. I've done 12 levels in 24 minutes. So I'm averaging a level every 2 minutes. So yeah, I would barely be able to beat the game in 2 hours at that pace. Not making it very easy on myself, am I? With all my rushing like this. I will say I actually kind of like these moving obstacles right now because they mark exactly where I can expect for some gaps to be, so I can look ahead and sort of plan that out. Sub-minute on that one, too. blue to open that, I guess. For a second, I thought that was going to move. No, we're good. I have to do what? I missed it. I don't care. I missed the star. I'm happy to be alive. And once again, I picked the 50-50 correct. Man, what kind of jump is this, man? Oh no! I saw it too late. Ah, man. Well, I guess there is that star there to indicate to go this way first. That's actually pretty good level design. I thought it was a subconscious decision, but nope. They were actually leading me this way. That's smart. I promise I hit the jump button. There we go. Finally. Okay, just need to do that one more time and not screw up the final jump. Oh, there's a star over here too. So it really is just a 50-50. And I guessed right. Okay, there's a jump, 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 there is a jump! Perfect. Oh, man. Okay, done with that. Oh, man. Okay. I assume it's identical both ways. Yep. Wow. Kind of feel like I gotta rush that. Like I have to. I don't have a choice. Oh, man. Whew, these levels are not easy. We just passed the quarter-way mark towards completing this game. They're getting harder and harder. Probably chose wrong. Yeah, it sure did. Okay. I'll just leave this here and come back for it. And hope it doesn't go back to its original spot. Nah, jump, man. I've been doing so good for the last few minutes. just jumping for joy doesn't do any good either. You really have to time it. You have to do this more than once? Oh, okay, so it doesn't actually matter which way you do it as long as you just do it twice. Fine. The key got caught on the side, and now I have to do this thing all over again. Man, that's the first time in all of this that I'm actually going to call shenanigans. That was... come on. And no, there's no adjustable speed. It's just you go straight and that's it. What? Really? I disagree. I had it that time in collision physics. Okay, finally. Oh, man. Okay. Took 5 minutes on that level. We are falling behind. Ah. You're off pace, I tell you. Boy, I was just rushing. Some of these hitboxes I'm questioning. I'm not disagreeing with most of them, but I'm questioning them. This is not an easy game. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. That's the answer I'm sticking with. This is not an easy game. Okay. Okay. Don't have to do that again. My goodness. No, I don't have a clue. Sorry, Dem. You know, maybe I should start paying attention to the group chat. Because maybe I can actually start answering some of these questions that people ask. Okay, slightly easier stage that time. Hi, Roth. How are you doing? Yep, I thought those might be platforms that fall out from under me. Gotta wait for them to respawn now. Yeah, I'll just go over to Tokyo right now and figure that out for you, Dim. Why not? Did I really pick the right path again first try? Wow. I'm getting really lucky with my 50-50s today. What's the catch? That must mean that something bad is going to happen to me, right? I mean, going this way was obvious because that's where the blue-white for the key was. Okay. One to go left for this series. I think we'll have gotten a perfect everything in Series 2. Been a while since I made a bad jump. I guess I was over. Disagree. This is the main problem with like a first-person view of these kinds of games. It's really hard to gauge your hitbox. You can kind of adapt to it, but it would still be nice to know for sure. A visual indication of some kind, perhaps. Although, funny enough, I am leaving for my trip to Asia 200 days from tomorrow. So, hey, that's something. Leave on March 30th, which is 200 days from tomorrow. Exciting stuff. I've got to figure out where this is, so it's over here, okay? It's one of those where it doesn't matter which direction you pick first. It's a few days after your birthday. Well, there you go. Asia tour, yep. I'm going to fly from here to Taipei, spend a few hours in Taipei as a layover on our way to China. Going to go in, take a picture with Mickey Mouse and get out of there before they kill me. Then we're going to spend a few days in Hong Kong, and finally a week and a half in Japan. Oh no! I saw it, I didn't react in time. Oh man. Oh, no, why? That's such a cheap thing, man. Putting a jump right there at the goal. And I should have expected it because they've been doing this every other level as well. But, man, that... that makes me sad. And the next 2 minutes of our lives again. Never mind. Literally go broke if you're in Japan. Well, getting there is the expensive part, but actually being there, not bad. You can find hotels, like decent hotels, for as little as like $50 a night, even in Tokyo. Food is, like, we're budgeting like $50 per day between the two of us, which is, that's a lot cheaper than here in the States if you're eating out all the time, that's for sure. Everything there is cheap. I'm definitely going to be spending a lot on retro gaming in Akihabara, though. I'm not going to Akihabara for retro gaming, don't worry. I'll probably pop in just to look, but I know that all the cheaper stuff is way outside of Tokyo, so... but yeah, I'm going to be doing some retro game hunting. I'm going to be spending a lot of souvenir money, but as far as actually living there and surviving and stuff like that for a few days, it's really, really cheap. My biggest hopes of things to find while I'm over there, my number one big thing that I want is a Dreamcast. The Dreamcast yesterday turned 25 years old in the United States. It was released on 9/9/99. 25 years ago yesterday, and I have never in my life owned a Dreamcast, and it feels like getting one while I'm in Japan makes a lot of sense. So yeah, that's my number one big thing that I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to find movies and Hatsune Miku CDs and yeah, definitely tons of video games and merchandise, Pokemon Center stuff, Nintendo stuff in general, all kinds of stuff. I'm looking forward to just seeing what they have, and I'm going to go with a whole ton of cash, and yeah, and that's the whole reason that we're going right at that time of year, Roth, is actually for the cherry blossoms, is specifically for that. So we're leaving the last half of our trip open-ended. Like, our first few days are definitely going to be in Tokyo, but after that, we don't know where the cherry blossoms are going to be, so we're just not booking a hotel ahead of time. We're just going to see where it is, travel there, and see them. It could be south of Tokyo, could be north of Tokyo. No way of knowing this far out, so we'll just go and see where they are. Pokemon cards, huh? Pokemon cards aren't high on my list of things that I want to get in Japan. I doubt that I'd even find anything I really want while I'm there. All the cards I want are in English. I haven't actually picked up any Pokemon cards for my collection in almost a year now. It's been so long since I've gotten anything. I guess I've just had other priorities. Oh yeah, the new fitness boxing featuring Hatsune Miku. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, I have a few Japanese promos, actually. There's a promo Heliop Tile card I got, which was the first Heliop Tile card ever. I have a few of those. They go online for like 50 bucks each, and it's Heliop Tile of all things, but it goes for so much just because it's rare. So yeah, I know how rare and expensive they can get. I'm not planning on hunting them down or anything. You know, funny enough, something that I would actually love to get if I find any, laser discs. They're usually incredibly cheap in Japan, and I would love to find some and bring them back over here. As long as I can find, you know, ones that I want for a decent price and I have a way of bringing them back. I'm going to be investing in a brand new luggage, like new suitcase, new carry-on, everything for both me and my wife before we go. Because we're going to be overseas for 2.5 weeks. That's a long time. So, got to make sure we're ready for that. My old duffel that I've been using for the last decade and a half just isn't going to cut it anymore. Holy cow, I should not have survived that. Did I make a wrong turn? I might have made a wrong turn. Okay, where's the other key? Let's see about a good vantage point here. Ah, it's over there. Yep, made a wrong turn. Okay, Key, don't screw me over this time. These stages are getting longer. I think it's safe to say I am not going to beat this game today. I'll let my bosses know, and maybe I can come back and continue it Friday. Because I do want to get the platinum in this game. I do want to beat it. If possible, I'd like to even 100%. No! I spent 3 minutes getting to that point. Special edition consoles are something I'd like too. There's like so many things I'd like to get in Japan as long as I can find them for a good price, but finding them is going to be a pain. You know how many Westerners have been going over there and just buying up everything to resell over here for inflated prices? Like, you really can't find much anymore unless you go really far out of your way, which I'm absolutely ready to do, but it's not as easy to go retro hunting in Japan as it used to. Thankfully, I have a lot more interest besides just video games, and a lot of the stuff I am interested in continues to be cheap over there. But, you know, we'll just have to see. Mostly it just comes down to what will I happen across. I'm not going to hunt for anything. I'm just going to see what I find. Simple as that. And besides, like, all of this is still over a year, or not over a year. It's still over half a year away. It's 9 months away. Not 200 days away is how far it is. Oh, got that pixel save again. Okay, I'm in focus mode. Focus. Come a long way. Don't want to screw it up now. Like I said, Dim, the one thing I want more than anything else right now is a Dreamcast. If I can find a Dreamcast for a good price, I'm going to get it. I have never owned a Dreamcast. It's probably the #1 system that I'm missing that I still want. That I want the most. I feel like it should be easy enough to find over there. Hopefully for a fair price. I mean, what do they go for on eBay right now? $100. So if I could find one for even 75, then I call that a good deal. But I have to believe that I could find them for even cheaper than that, like 50? I wouldn't mind more Pokemon games. Japanese copies of Gen 1 and 2 would be great. We'll just have to see what comes up. The game discs are terrible quality. Well, I was planning on getting a GDMU to use as a ODE. There we go. My goodness, 3.5 minutes. Most of my game systems, my retro game systems, I use ODEs and flashcards anyway. Not all of them, but most of them. I think my eventual goal is to have a flashcard at my disposal or an equivalent for pretty much every single system. Okay, I need a green. Let's go this way. I strongly disagree with that. Rule of thumb, if I can continue walking forwards after I have been hit, then I probably wasn't hit. Besides, with a GDMU, that allows for me to use, to make the Dreamcast region free. And then I won't have to worry about region locking if by buying a Japanese Dreamcast and trying to play American games on it. Although, now that I think about it, is the Dreamcast region locked in the first place? I actually don't know. I have to do this again. Oh, man. Well, to be clear, Dim, and I'm not saying this just to cover my ass, I only use flashcards to play backups of games that I already own, or homebrew or stuff like that. I don't use it to pirate games. I take great pride in the fact that I own all of my games, and I like collecting more games to own. Dreamcast is region locked. Yet another reason to get an ODE for it. That was on me. That was 100% my fault, at least. I've really been streaming for an hour. Wow. These stages are getting more complex, more difficult, more longer. At least I'm not failing jumps as often. I'm still doing it every once in a while, but I think I've got the hang of it now. This is so long. Can I make that jump? No, there's no way. I have to go back for all this again. It's just so ludicrous. You have to make 3 trips. You have to go one way twice and the other way once to deliver the first one. It's so long. No way that hit me! There's no way! Oh boy, boys. Have to do how many laps? I just want to see what's further up ahead. I can't even tell. Music is still a banger, though. At least there's that. This game is nothing if not an awesome soundtrack. They didn't turn off comments? Wow. I wonder how many dislikes they're getting. I wonder what's going to end up with more dislikes. The PlayStation 5 Pro announcement video or the Minecraft movie trailer. Because those are two different flavors of, I don't know about this, Chief. Okay, let's start lap 1. All Nintendo needs to do is make a 10-second video of some guy walking up to his podium, leaning into his mic and saying, $2.99, and walking away. That's all they need to do, and they will win the console war for the rest of time. Oh boy. Oh boy, that was close. I thought for sure I was going to die there. Lap 1. Complete. Let me move it further on there, just to be sure. Oh, no. It's secure. Okay. Now, realistically, I'm expecting Nintendo's next console will be $400, and I'll happily pay $400 if it is as good as the rumors say. It's just that that's a reference to when Sony one-up Sega by just, you know, when they launched the PlayStation at a price point of $299, as opposed to the Sega Saturn, which costs $399. I miss when companies had friendly rivalries like in the 90s. It feels like all companies care about now is trying to offend the least amount of people possible. Which means that we've lost a lot of the edgy marketing and the sly remarks and the snark, and I miss that. Come on. Stop being so nice to each other. You make me sick. Okay, let's not screw this up. All we need to do is jump to the end, and we win. We beat the stage. Oh, that was close. Okay, let's end this. Come on. Show me the ending, show me the ending, show me the ending. Please. Don't screw this up. Don't screw this up. Don't screw this up. Don't screw this up. Yeah, I saw that coming. 5 minutes it took to beat that stage. And that wasn't even my first try. Man. Yeah, this is how you share games on your PlayStation. Thanks. Sony's PlayStation 4 days were like perfect. They nailed that system. Everything about it, the design, the games, the marketing, everything about the PlayStation 4, as far as I'm concerned, was basically perfect. And it feels like the PlayStation 5 is a huge step backwards. Well, not even a step backwards, but the PlayStation 5 doesn't feel like its own system. You know what it feels like most? It feels like a PS4 Pro is what it feels like. As someone who uses my PlayStation 5 several times a week for these streams and for other games besides those, it doesn't feel like it has its own identity. It feels like it's a very capable, incredibly efficient, powerful PlayStation 4. It's very sad when the best games on the system are all made by basically 2 or 3 companies that aren't Sony. I disagree. I disagree. Oh, these saws are going to drive me bonkers. And once again, I picked the 50-50 correct. I just realized because the keys are on this side. Lap 1. Well, PS4 had a ton of games, actually, that I would consider AAA. Whether you like them or not is a different question, and if you don't, I understand, but they still had plenty. They had God of War, they had Horizon Zero Dawn, The Last of Us Part 2, just what comes to mind. Pretty strong third-party support as well. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima. Ah, man. I feel like there's a ton that I'm just not thinking of right now because I'm busy focusing on this game. Okay, lap 3. Oh yeah, Death Stranding. If you want to call that a game. Spider-Man PS4. Oh, just finished this. Okay, this was a lot shorter than the last one. Ghost was on PS5. Well, it launched as a PS4 exclusive. It might have gotten a PS5 port at some point. Please tell me this is the right way. Oh, this is not the right way. Okay. Going back this way. These levels really are going to be turning more and more into a maze. Where am I supposed to take this? Oh, I need to take this all the way to the end, huh? Great. Wait, do I? Yes? Let's go this way and see what's this way. Oh, are they just 2 paths to the same ending? Well, my point isn't all this, Tim. Like I said, you can feel free to feel about the games however you want, but everything I just listed was launched as a PlayStation 4 exclusive, and thus are considered PlayStation 4 games. Whether they remained exclusive and whether you liked them or not is besides the point. The point is that they were PlayStation 4 exclusives and are tied to the legacy of the system. Gotta do that 2 more times. Boy, these are long stages. Yep, safe to say I'm not beating this game today. Honestly, at this point, if I can even beat half the levels today, I'll call it a success. Very few compared to PlayStation 3. I feel like the PlayStation 3 hardly had anything. I wasn't actually fully involved with the PlayStation 3 when it was relevant, but I seem to recall that it really struggled with exclusives, and it didn't really get anything that was considered a must-play game until close to the end of the system with The Last of Us. I know that there's plenty of games on the PlayStation 3 that people love, it's just I'm not familiar with most of them. And also, that was also the generation when more and more games started being cross-console with the Xbox 360. There was a lot of controversy about that there were so many games that had been PlayStation exclusives that now were coming to Xbox, and in a lot of cases, they were better on Xbox. PlayStation 3 has 1,600 physical games in the West. Wow. That is actually, like, no joke. I'm impressed. That is a really big number, actually. Again, I'm not huge into the PlayStation 3, and I never have been. I have a nice, sizable PlayStation 3 physical game collection. I don't think I've played many games, though, on the system. Like, Final Fantasy 13 is probably the biggest one I played for the longest period of time. When I played The Last of Us, I just played the remaster on PS4. My actual PlayStation 3, most of the time, I use it as my 3D Blu-ray player. Which I feel like that's what most people did with their PlayStation 2s, is they used them just as a DVD player rather than a game system. But PlayStation 2 had plenty of games. I'm sure PlayStation 3 has plenty of games, I just don't know about them. PlayStation 4 has tons of games. PlayStation 5, it feels like most of the games on PlayStation 5 aren't true PlayStation 5 games because they were also on PlayStation 4 because Sony refused to make any exclusives. And I remember how big of a deal it was when Square announced that Final Fantasy 16 was going to be a PS5 exclusive. The internet seemed to lose their collective minds, as if the very idea of releasing a console exclusive is considered heresy these days. And what else do you think sells a system if not a reason to buy that system over a different one, huh? Oh, I have very serious doubts that it's as low as 600. It has to be more than that. Is that it? Can I beat this level now? 5.5 minutes? My goodness. Yeah, at this point, I'm just going to try and beat the next 6 levels. What do I need? Oh, sneaky, sneaky. They left this up here. I'm glad I came up here to check what I needed, because it turns out what I needed was right there. I guess I put it over there. Yep. Yep, that's exactly what I needed to do. Wow. Sneaky, sneaky. I'm glad that I've been making all the right decisions today with this game, trying to just guess what I'm supposed to do and guessing correct practically every single time. I'm very proud of myself. Okay. Also, for what it's worth, I haven't mentioned this yet, this game is running at a solid 60 FPS. I haven't seen a single frame drop, although for something like this, I guess that's to be expected. But I know some people care about frame rates, which is probably why the PlayStation 5 Pro exists at all. So I figured, hey, for anyone who's interested in this game, there you go, solid 60 FPS. Dim, I'm actually going to go on a limb and say it's guaranteed to be over 1,000 for the simple reason that limited run games alone has printed over 100 games for it. And I have a hard time believing that they are responsible for a fifth of all games or a quarter of all physical games on the PS4. I have to believe that there's more than that. Between LRG and all the other limited print companies, I just did a quick Google search. Apparently, as of July 2019, so at the end of the PlayStation 4's life, before the PS5 came out, there were over 1,600 physical games on the PS4. So that might be across multiple regions, but it is not a small number regardless. Nonetheless, it is quite a bit. EAS is second. Oh, for Vita, yeah. I cannot say I'm surprised. It does not surprise me in the least to hear that. I think I knew that LRG was the #1 Vita publisher. I think they were proudly boasting it, if memory serves. Someone on their team was. So that doesn't surprise me. Nor does it surprise me EAS is responsible for a lot too. The Vita, was never popular with the masses, but the people who loved it really loved it. Like, more than most video game collectors love their systems. I love my Switch, but as much as I love my Switch, I know that there's a lot of Vita fans who love their Vita more than that. So, yeah, it does not surprise me. And as long as there were even just a few hundred people who were willing to buy the games, publishers and developers were willing to port their games over to the Vita because they knew that people would buy them. Much easier stage that time, just a minute and 10. What's the difference between these sides? The difference is there's a star over there. Oh, there's a star behind both of them. How are you supposed to get that? I guess I'm going to have to jump and see if I can touch it. I want to touch it. Let me up here, please. Hello? There we go. Okay, look at how this is suspended. I don't know. Man. It's kind of the opposite with me, Dim. I consider the PlayStation 4 to be like Sony's, just me. This is my opinion, and I feel like this is something we're just going to have to disagree on. But for me, the PlayStation 4 is like Sony's best PlayStation that they made since the PlayStation 1. It feels like it has one of the most solid libraries to offer out of any video game system. Wow, that is a jump. And I feel like in the next 10, 20 years, people are going to look back on it with a lot of fondness and remember just what a great system it was. A very capable system with a really strong library. And plenty of exclusives to set it apart from Microsoft. And even Nintendo for most of the PlayStation 4's lifetime. You gotta remember, its main competitor was the Wii U. The Switch didn't come out until close to the end. Oh, finally. There we go. Like, it really felt for most of the 2010s, my go-to system was the PlayStation 4. Yeah, I mean, compared to Microsoft, everyone has more exclusives. I'm pretty sure that Ouya has more exclusives than Xbox. I don't know what Microsoft is thinking over there. Of course, I could say the same about Sony today after the announcement of the PS4, PS5 Pro. Oh, I did get it. I didn't hear the sound. Maybe they'll do a reversal of their decision and launch it like $500. I feel like $500 for the PS5 Pro is fine. It would not be enough for me to get it because it still doesn't come with a disc drive, which is a very important thing for me as a lover of physical media. As a guy who most of my PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 collection is physical, it is a big deal breaker to me when a system doesn't come with a disc drive. And it really feels like Sony's doing this on purpose to wean people off of physical media so that by the time the PlayStation 6 or whatever it's called launches, there might not be a disc drive to offer at all. It'll be straight up buy our games digitally or don't buy them at all. And I have a feeling that's the future that both Sony and Microsoft are working towards, and this is just the latest step in that. What's the last time Microsoft released a Gears of War game? Serious question, because I don't know. Their Forza games are actually awesome. Like, no joke, their Forza games are really, really solid. I love Forza Horizon 4 on my Series X. In 4K, it looks beautiful. I know Forza Horizon 5 got a lot of positive reception, like especially compared to Gran Turismo 7, which was more mixed, leaning towards negative. Forza's like the exact opposite. It's like everyone loves it, even the Sony fanboys. So, I mean, Forza's awesome. We can all agree, right? Forza actually is awesome. No joke. We can agree on that. The last Gears game was in 2019. Wow. I thought it was more recent than that. Oh, this is level 30. This is theoretically where I end this today. I guess we'll see how long this takes. It's one of these again. Gotta do laps. I'm probably going to go back to the earlier levels and work on 100%ing them, the ones that I didn't 100% yet. This is a much easier stage. I don't mind doing laps on a stage like this. This is much easier. I mean, that's fair, Dim. If you just don't like the genre, fair enough. But in terms of, like, comparing Forza to Gran Turismo, it's kind of crazy that Forza actually is definitively better. There's not many people who would argue that Gran Turismo is a better experience, or even a better looking game in a lot of aspects. It looks great, but Forza just hits different for some reason. It's really strange. Also, Microsoft does have Flight Simulator, which I love. I have it on PC, not Xbox, but that is awesome, and there's really not really a competitor that Sony has. I would love a competitor, but I also understand why there isn't one. It's not, like, a lot of people swear that Sims aren't games. They are Sims. It's a completely different genre of thing. Like, Sims are as different from video games as movies. So, you know. Yeah, apparently you're one of them. But you know what? I have sunk hundreds of hours into Flight Simulator. I love that. It is fun. I'm going to keep calling it a game because that's just what I'm used to thinking of it as. I love that game. And I would love to see more games like it, but I understand they are very expensive to make and upkeep, and they're very taxing on your hardware. I got a 3070 Ti and a Ryzen 7 5800X, and I could still only manage about 4K 30 on my computer. And there we go, level 30 done. It just started level 31 without me asking it to. Yeah, it just started level 31 without me asking it to. Okay. Okay, we 100%ed all of these. And all of those, we just need to 100% 3 of these earlier stages here. Yeah, that's fair, Dim. Okay, going back to this stage. The one that took me forever to even clear once. Let's see if I could do it any better now that I've got some experience with the later stages. This literally took me like 10 minutes to clear, I remember. I'm already off to a better start. I'm doing so much better now. Yeah, okay, once I get used to this game, I guess it's not that difficult. Trophies over here. Saw you a mile away. I guess that's fair, Dim. That's a fair way of putting it. I just still feel like if it's interactive entertainment that I am in full control of, then I just consider it a game. Plus, the intent is entertainment. So, well, I guess the intent isn't necessarily entertainment. It could be for flight training as well. Yeah, simulations, I absolutely understand the people who say that they're not games. I always categorize it as a game in my head because when I play it, I feel about it as if it is a game because it occupies the same area of my brain as whenever I play pretty much anything else. Okay, I need to get up there. Yeah, and it's kind of crazy. I actually have learned a lot about flying a plane thanks to Flight Sim. I'm not saying that I would volunteer or that I want to take up pilot lessons, but in the event of an emergency, I probably, with a little bit of help from air traffic control, I probably could land a 737 if it came to it. Again, wouldn't want to. I wouldn't wish that on the other passengers of the plane, but I probably could, and it's thanks to my time playing Flight Sim 2020. Is that it? Nope, one more. Isn't even meant to be a game? Then why is it in the games folder on my computer? I know that's just being silly. Okay, stars. And trophy. Star there. Star up there. Okay, I can make that. Perfect. Now I just need to finish. Yeah, funny enough, general flying isn't that hard. You actually have less things you need to pay attention to than you're driving. It kind of blew me away when I learned that you can get a pilot's license at a younger age than a driver's license, at least in the United States. You can start taking pilot lessons at the age of like 12 because it is that safe. It is that simple to learn how to fly, or at least for smaller planes like Cessnas. I'm sure the 737s and the A380s and the Dreamliners and stuff like that. I'm sure that those will take a lot longer to figure out to fly and probably a lot harder to fly as well. But in terms of just learning how to control an aircraft, it's kind of easy. Anyway, so let's double check. We've 100%ed all these, whoop, and all of these. So, we're halfway done with Kiki, a vibrant 3D platformer. I'm going to end it there today. I'm going to ask my bosses if I can continue this on Friday. This is coming out later this week on consoles. I'm going for that platinum. If you want to beat me to it, you're going to have to buy the game and get it. Dimlord, Rostafi, Andrea, thank you for being here tonight. Shout out to the lurkers and shout out to everyone watching on YouTube afterwards. Always a pleasure talking. If you do end up getting a PlayStation 5 Pro, I assure you this game will turn on that system. On behalf of East Asia Soft, I have been Skull. Have yourselves a great day and a great week, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.